A very good morning to my all class 10th students. I hope you are preparing for your August test. Today I am sharing a video of the chapter Money and Credit, and this chapter is there in your August test. And also this chapter is very important. I will recap the whole chapter in this video, the important points, and but you don't consider things that whatever I am revising, that is only coming because I have taught the chapter in detail to you, and all the details of the chapter will be asked in your question paper. I am very clearing you, and I have also clarified this before that in between questions will also be asked to you. So be very ready and study thoroughly. Okay. So let's revise money and credit. I will begin with the definition of money. Money is means to transact. It is a source to transact. Transact means buy and sell things and to get services. Okay. So as I have told you while I was teaching, money is a means to do buying and selling of goods, and also services like teaching, like the maids, like the servants, where we don't purchase any good services we get, that is also done because with in the exchange of services, in the return of services, what we pay is money. Why money is accepted everywhere? Because it is always authorized by government. The validity of money depends on the license of the government. It is the government that provides the license for money. So money is authorized by the government and it is always there in the physical form. The form of the money is physical, means it could be touched, means it whether it may be a coin or it may be a currency note, it could be felt very clearly. What are the uses of money? Let's check. To purchase, sell and sell goods and commodities. This is the first use of money. I have already told. There are some uses of money. The first is to purchase and sell goods and commodities. To have different services by paying money. फिर मैं कह रहा हूँ teaching, gym training, getting maids, getting tuitions, whatever services you want, the services of internet, the services of cable TV, the services of a doctor, all these things what we get is we get it by money. So on one end we purchase, means sell goods and services like shirts, t-shirts, bikes. What we do, these are physical goods and these are services. Both come with the help of money. Money is required for both. Money is most preferred mode of giving payment. You know, in the present form we cannot give gold, we cannot give silver. Means if we are purchasing anything, if we are purchasing any good or services, or we are purchasing anything, what we require is money. Because money is widely accepted, it is authorized by the government of India, it is authorized by everybody. So what we get is we get money. So it is the most suitable mode of payment. Suppose I purchase a land and for that I give a land. It will not be accepted by most of the people. It will be accepted only when there will be very dire need. But if we purchase land, a piece of land, and we give money, obviously it is a simple deal. Same is with different things. Same is with goods. Same is with, suppose I am teaching in a school and the school pays me salary. The school will not pay me buffalo. The school will not pay me cow. The school will not pay me fruits or vegetables or any other thing. What the school will do, that if the school is taking my teaching services, the school will pay me the salary and that salary will come in the form of money only. So money is the most preferred mode of getting payment, and money makes us economically sound. Last but not the least, if we have the money, we can do anything in the world. We can purchase. We are economically sound. People trust us. We get respect in the society. What we want, we can fulfill our dreams. We can fulfill our wants. So money makes us economically sound. Next comes barter system. What is barter system? Barter system was the system that was used before currency was not in practice. In barter system, what was done? Commodities were exchanged with commodities. Means commodities, goods were exchanged with goods, no money was used. Okay? This was quite tough because it required double coincidence of want. This question has been asked by several students by me, and again I am asking double coincidence of want. Water system depend on double coincidence of want, and double coincidence of want means that both the parties should have some want. If one party is only having want and the other party is not having want, the transaction cannot be done. Suppose I want goat and the person whom I am purchasing the goat wants some other thing, then only the deal can be done. If he is not wanting to take something from me what I have, I will not be able to get the things which I need. So both the parties need to have the wants, and then both the parties must be willing to exchange each other. But in the present system of money, we don't require such complications. So the best thing about the present system of money is that it is customer oriented. But the barter system that was used previously was want oriented. It was dependent on double coincidence of want. So it was quite a tough one for everybody to follow such a tough system that was known as barter system.